Alright, so here's all of our new parts. As you can see, rear rotors, AC Delco brands. My dad said he got these from Amazon, right? Yeah, he got these from Amazon. I think they're like 20 bucks a pop. He got the brake shoes for the e-brake at AutoZone. I can't remember the pricing. And then brake pads also at AutoZone. So this is all we're going to do today. It shouldn't take too long, and we're going to show you how to do it. Cut.
Hey dude, I got an idea.
What's that?
Very easy. You don't have to do anything special. You put the drums in, right? Leave like that, you bolt it up, and then when you get ready, right before you put the caliper on, just set these on top of here, like this.
Oh God.
Like this. And
Right.
it'll hold automatically from you know,
It'll just all work together.
Yeah, and they give you this little extra hardware here. I mean, you can just toss this shit in, just bolt it up.
So here is basically what the brake drum looks like, and as you can see, I'm beginning to take the springs off here. That tool, I wasn't sure how to do it, so I just tried to do as best I could, and then I just went to the old trusty pliers to get the springs off. Actually, no, the crowbar. So yeah, you want to get those springs off on both sides. Now, it's very important to keep track of where all the parts go. So as I was taking each part out, I was kind of laying it on the ground on the cardboard in a way so that I wouldn't get confused as what spring goes to what side and stuff, because everything has to go back the same way. Alright, so I got the second spring off. I take the plate off. Now, basically, the top is able to be removed. So I was just testing to make sure those are loose. So yeah, now I'm go ahead and reaching for the pliers. And you see that one spring right there. That spring basically is what's holding the bottoms of the shoes together. So once I get that off, yeah, I was really fighting this thing. Alright, so now I got the spring out. And I put that down carefully, not losing them. As you can see on the cardboard, I'm putting them in some sort of order that I can keep track of, because there's a lot of small parts you can easily lose. So now that I got the two pieces down on the bottom, now what's only holding it in is that there's a pin there that holds that shoe in place, as well as the other side. So with this, what you have to do is grab that like little plate, and you want to push that in, and then you have to rotate it to line the notches up in order to release that plate from that pin. Okay, so I got that off. Alright, and there goes the shoe. Now the next part is to basically do the same thing. There's going to be one more side to do. So as you can see, we move in closer. You can see it when we're trying to turn the plate, the little mini plate or washer or whatever you want to call it. This side was rusted pretty badly. So you got to push in and then try to rotate it. I was trying to rotate it to line it up, but the pin, I think, started moving on me. So boom. So once you get the notches lined up, you see how it just kind of pops out. So I grab the spring, grab the plate. Okay, so now that shoe is free, but there's one more thing I have to do.
Oh, that's
and that is release the cable for the actual parking brake, the e-brake. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. It just depends on how much corrosion and rust is. See, I got that out with my hand. That arm that was connected to the e-brake is gonna have to be moved to the new shoe, and that was a whole big thing. And I'm just kind of looking at it. It's been a while since I've last actually worked on some good old drum brakes. So what there is like a little C-clip in there that I can't believe I tried to use that. But yeah, I had to really wrestle that thing out, as you're going to see in the next clip. Yeah, this is the clip where I have to go in and try to take this C-clip off. And I'm just really trying to wrestle, take my time, not trying to break it. Yeah, so just try to do what you can to try to work that thing off. Screwdrivers, pliers, whatever you can to bend it. And once you have it spread enough, boom, there it goes. It comes off.
Yep.
All right.
And we're good.
So this is the new brake shoe. We're going to take this arm for the e-brake. I'm going to put it back on top. And this is how we can test to make sure we have it right. I see how it fits right there nicely into the shoe. If you had it on backwards, you would know, just because, I mean, it'll be all up in the way. So we're going to have it like that. We'll put our washer back on. Put this pain in the butt back in here. And then we want to just squeeze it. Hoping, yeah, you want them to touch, kind of like how we first found it. Good. Just set it down. So there's the pen. Pen's in decent shape. I got our spring, still springy. And here's our retainer clip. All right, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna get that pin in that position. Like, I need like 3 hands, or I don't know. Look at that. Did it with my bare hands. There we go. So this side had the screw on this left side. So we'll go from and so we'll put this in first, and then we'll stretch the spring over the bottom. Yeah, so it just sits up there against that. Grooves. You know what I'm doing. Just gotta get it in there. Alright, well, that's good.
Good.
How do I do this? It's like hurting my finger. Yeah. That's the trick. Recording?
Yep.
Here we go, people. Better. That was going right. Real good.
Yep.
Nice clean rotors.
Freaking Subaru.
Yep. Tilt.
Brake pad. Shot.
This thing is big. Probably too big. Not even fitting inside the caliper. It's too big.
We're good.
Yeah, all right. So, got a C-clamp. We're going to compress the caliper in. So, I have the one end back here on the side of the caliper. Try to avoid using this bolt because you can damage it. And then once you get it on the inside portion here, you can just start squeezing it in until it compresses all the way back. And you're going to keep going until you basically feel like it's hitting the back of the caliper. When it starts getting real hard all of a sudden, that's when you know you've basically bottomed it out, and which I just have. So at this point we can back it out, and you can see the caliper piston all the way back in there. All right, so you want to make sure you got thread lock on there, medium strength or blue. Try to put the caliper back on here to get it lined up. That's good for now. All right, I'm going to do the other one. That one's down low. I gotta try to find it. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, it's not a slider bar.
And that right there is the reason why you do the bottom one, because that brake line, if you tried to flip it down the other way, it would put tension on the brake line. So,
very good, very good. So you can see how everything is lined up like that. All we need to do is put a little brake grease on each of these clips, and then the brake pads should slide right in. Oh, this one's nice and blue.
make sure you put some on your brake pads to really prevent the squeal.
Yes, it's important to put this on your brake pads. Prevent squealing and everybody looking at you like, what the heck are you doing, man? Doing this prevents the pads from sticking and binding up, right, Bob? Right?
Correct.
Ha, we got it. We got her. See, Bob, these are vital fluids. These are very vital fluids. And just gonna line up the notches like that and then push it in all the way. Ooh, like that. And then we're supposed to get ready gently, just ever so gently, slide this over that. Voila.
Wow. I like that light.
Yeah, I like it too. Get that snap.